just to see how he was going to react and to let him know if he lets me on his back, I'm going to get off. So and he let me stay there for a little bit longer. So I got off him pretty quick. I let him know, hey, you did a good job. And I may do this, 5 minutes, 3 times a day for 2 or 3 days until I totally know that he's like, no big deal, you can jump on me. Then I may want to try to get all the way up there and hang. And now I'll get off. So the first time was a few seconds. That time I stayed, 3 or 4 or 5 seconds. So I increased the time in small increments so I know the horse knows the right answer is to stand still. If I jump on this horse and stay on here until he moves, rears, bucks, or gets scared, then he thinks the only way to get me off is if I move.
We've never seen so
I don't want him
many
thinking that.
cowboys
I have to think
and
like a horse
cows and horses
say,
all
if you
together
jump
with
on
all
me,
the trail wagons.
I don't move.
Since
That means you'll get off. So
1938,
that means I'm gonna
the
stand still 'cause I
parade
want
of
you to get
horses, cowboys, and cowgirls
once he
has
gets
marked
up to
the
those,
beginning
I know you're good.
of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Lots of horses.
You like that? You like that? That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to ride it when I get bigger.
The horse riders gather in different parts of Texas, some of them hundreds of kilometers away. They ride into Houston and camp overnight. For Santos Cruz, this is a chance to connect with the past.
I wanted to have a feeling of how our ancestors had to cross this prairie at one time or another, when there was no cars.
Gerald Barkley and his friend, Donald Kimball, come to Houston every year and meet with friends they have made on the trail rides.
We all get together and enjoy each other, and which some of us hadn't seen each other in a year. So that brings out all the good to me.
They promote this way of life, so it doesn't, fade away.
Come on. Woo! Come on. Oh, she doesn't like it. She'll stand there and get all mad. Oh, move, girl. You don't have to go. She'll go roll down. She'll go roll now. You're gonna roll now. Watch this. She doesn't like Watch her now. She's gonna roll again.
And the theory behind that is, that doesn't make a horse
Watch
good.
how it goes.
That just
It's
simply
a
says
good
this
horse to
is
roll
handled, he's
all the way over.
and he's letting you lift his tail. He's comfortable with you.
Charge.
That means this horse is
Woohoo,
going to
mad,
handle
aren't you?
problems properly, and there's not a lot of fear. It's pretty calm. Now, don't go out trying to buy a horse and stick your head between his legs. The purpose of that is not to try it and get kicked. The purpose is to know the horse will allow you to do it. I would not do that to a horse I didn't know. I know Buddy, I know Tanner, I'll do it to them. I'm not going to do it to a whole lot of other horses unless I work with them a little bit and understand them and make sure they understand me. So I'm not suggesting in any way, shape, or form.
Whoa! Give me a heart attack.
That's not what you do to buy a horse. But the old saying is that if you can do that to a horse, you know you got a good horse. So if you're buying a horse from somebody, ask them to do it. And if they do it, get kicked in the head, well, that's their own fault. Then you probably know you don't want to buy the horse. But if they can stick their head between the horse's legs, you probably got a pretty good horse. Things to look for when you buy a horse is he relaxed? And there's a difference between relaxed and drugged. A good sign for drugged is not all the times the bottom lip will be so relaxed it'll be hanging loose. And when a horse moves, his lip kind of like just hangs there, like it's damaged or injured. A horse on drugs will have that droopy, saggy bottom lip. I don't like telling somebody when I'm coming out or the day before. If somebody wants all that, specific information before you come see their horse, then I'm thinking they're probably up to something. Because if I got a horse, I don't really care if I'm trying to sell a horse. I don't care when you come. I don't care what happens. I can go out and catch my horse. I'd rather watch somebody go catch their horse. I'd rather watch them tie them up. I'd rather watch them groom them and pick their feet and see what. I want to go out and see if they had good, clean water and the horse is cared for. The facility where your horse is kept, you can tell a lot on how well the horse is cared for. But, again, there's the exception. You can have a great facility that's cared for in the world. You've got a bunch of people that don't know what the hell they're doing and they don't pay any attention to the horse. They just keep their facility nice.
That's a lot of pee.
You're just not going to be able to tell if a horse is good by going and seeing him. First of all, the first rule of any horse lesson is don't believe anything anybody tells you. Okay, if somebody tells you this horse is broke, this horse is this, I don't care, show me. If the horse can tie, then tie him and show me. If you can pick the horse's feet, then pick them. He's kind of on the ground here. I'd be kind of interested if you roll. He's dropping, he's relaxed, you can tell buddy's dropping. He's a little relaxed, he's pawing at this grate, so he may want to roll here. And I don't really care if he rolls, he's just going to get caught in these trees. I think it'll be kind of funny to watch. Hang on, he got distracted with a hitch. So he's pawing on the ground and sniffing around like he's looking for a place to roll. Oh no, he's looking for a place to pee. See, I didn't know what I was doing. He's parking out. Notice he got those extensions on the back of those legs really far. His front legs are really far. And he's going to drop and he's going to pee. And he's looking for a spot that wouldn't splash. He hasn't drank water all day. His pee's a little yellow. I don't like how yellow his pee is.
Oh yeah, that's just.
He should have more water. It tells me he's a little dehydrated. He'll probably get a big drink when we go back home. We've been out here filming videos all day. But he's nice and parked down. His legs are spread. And I guess he's not going to roll. So anyway, what to look for when you buy a horse? You just want to look, is the horse been handled? Is he comfortable? If I handle Buddy, he's going to be a lot more handled. Where you going, Bud? All right, I lost my horse. Oh shit, there's another horse over there. I don't want him to go get in trouble. Let me get a carrot.
Yeah, I'm standing over here by the stump.
Don't go get me in trouble.
Mr. T's gonna eat all your carrots, hurry!
Now see, this is what people say, that horse is carrot sour. That horse ain't carrot sour. It's nice and easy to catch him because I was able to bring him back. I know, I didn't know those horses were out there. I know, oh my goodness. You guys are just starving. You guys are horses. So, I'm going to go ahead and tie Buddy up so he don't get in trouble when he eat all my carrots here. But what are you looking for when you buy a horse? You're looking for handleability. Is the horse handled? Can you handle him? Can he be led? Can he follow? Does he give the pressure? Will he walk in and out of a trailer easy? Ask the person who owns him to show you what the horse can do. Can they stand up on him? Can they walk underneath him? Can they get underneath him and check his legs? Can they pick up all 4 feet? Can they grab his tail and pull on it? All these things tell you the horse has been handled. All these things tell you the horse is probably safe. If you got a person that's got a horse tied up and they're like, there's the horse, I don't have a whole lot of time, you can check him out and I'll be back later, you probably got issues. If somebody's selling a horse and they're being honest, this horse should be, you should be able to get underneath it, climb it, check it, rub it, check its feet, look underneath it for injuries, and you don't have to do any of this. If somebody's telling you to do this, you need to tell them, no, you do it. If you want to sell the horse, you show me the horse can do it. Don't be afraid to have somebody do some things to the horse. Ask the person, I want you to see this horse tied. I want to see you pick the horse's feet out. Well, I haven't picked him out in a while. I got a bad back. I can't. I've heard all these damn excuses in the world on how people that don't know what they're doing. They're like, oh, he's a nice guy. It's a nice horse. He just couldn't pick his feet because he had a bad back. He couldn't lead him because the horse had a hurt ear. He couldn't find his halter, so he couldn't tie him. And he didn't have a trailer, so he couldn't trailer load him. But the horse does all this perfect. All right, if you're a dummy and you bought a horse, then you deserve a horse. I'm telling you, when you go out and buy a horse, you need to be skeptical. You need to be, you know what, I'm from Missouri, show me. Anything this horse can do, you need to show me. And if you can't show me, then I don't believe it. And I don't care how many people you got there, whether you got friends, nieces, nephews, daughters, and all these people end up saying, oh yeah, the horse will do all that. No. Show me. Can you handle this horse? Can you be around this horse? Does this horse flinch if you raise your hand? Does this horse flinch if I bang my hat? Is this horse look like he's been around people and he listens or he respects people and he's responsive to people? All those things are important, and does that mean you're going to get a good horse? I don't think there's a bad horse out there. Are any of those tips going to make you a better horse buyer? About the only thing that's going to make you a better horse buyer is don't believe anything anybody tells you, and judge from what you see. Make the person ride the horse. Make the person do what you want to do with the horse. Make the person pick the feet, because you're going to have to do that. Make the person worm him. Make the person rub his ears. Make the person groom him. Make the person do things that you're going to have to do, because if the person that owns him can't do it, I can almost guarantee you're not going to be able to do it. Now, should that mean you shouldn't buy it? No. The lady in her question said, well, what about diamonds in the rough? How do you know if you get a diamond in the rough? All horses are diamond in the rough. All horses are wild or have been taught bad lessons. They're all diamonds in the rough. Any horse can be a diamond if it's polished right, if it's treated right. But you have to know what you're doing. You have to spend time. You have to invest effort, time, knowledge, experience. All that has to go in, and that's what makes good horses. That's what makes diamonds. Not going out, getting lucky, and picking a diamond. If the horse was such a diamond, they probably wouldn't be selling it. If it was such a diamond, they'd probably be asking more for it. So, for them to say, well, this is a really special horse, and they're bleeding and bloodlines, and what about bloodlines? Shouldn't you check bloodlines? Bloodlines don't mean jack to me. I don't care about them. I think they're overbred. I think if a horse has bloodlines, he's probably a worse horse, because they breed them for everything but feet. And most overbred horses have bad feet or have bad problems. They breed I'm going to walk behind size him, and weight, and if this was a head new and all horse, this other I wouldn't crap, just and they walk forget back about the behind feet, his and the horse, has bad grab feet, his just tail, can't and start support the pulling big on head him, and the big because I'd body. probably get kicked.
And then you can't
And
ride
I'd
him
probably
because you
blame
get
the
on the
horse
horse
and say
all
the
the
horse
short.
kicked me
Then
for
you
no
need
reason.
shoes.
No, he
And
had
then you
plenty
need
of reasons.
special shoes. And then you need
So if I want to get
all this other crap
a horse used to me
because
being
you
behind him,
buy a
I
horse
want to
for
massage
bloodlines.
him and sack him out,
Bloodlines is
make sure
nothing.
he knows that I can be around his
doesn't
legs,
matter.
make sure that I can get back
a
here.
horse
I
is
should be
handled and
picking out
raised
his feet.
properly, he can be a
I should be
great
doing all
horse.
kind of things with
They're
this
all
horse
diamonds
from
in the
back
rough,
here,
and you can make your
so
own
I
diamonds.
know when I'm behind him that it's
You gotta know
not
what to ask,
odd,
you
it's
gotta know
not
what to
strange.
do.
He's used to me picking up his feet. He's used to me being back here. He's used to me lifting his tail and rubbing and scratching him, rubbing underneath his tail. These are all things that you want to get a horse comfortable with, so when somebody does walk by and accidentally brush him, he's not going to kick them. So to get a horse comfortable back here, you've got to spend time back here. You can't expect a horse to be comfortable with you behind him when you're always standing at his shoulder, or you're always nervous when you get back here, or every time you come back here,
I want him
you're
to learn
doing
how to
this,
step
and
on
you're
that.
at a
And I did it
distance,
without
and
my
you're
saddle because I don't want to
jumping
rear it over
around,
and break my
dodging
saddle.
and making him
So I
nervous.
did this
You
yesterday,
have to be comfortable
or day
back
before
here and let your
yesterday.
horse know
One
you're not
time,
gonna hurt him.
look at this horse. He's nervous. He's
And
telling
now
me he's
you're
insecure. He's
comfortable
looking
with all
around. The
that
wind's
underneath it.
blowing. There's a lot of things going on for this horse. He has a rope hanging. He's got the saddle on him. I'm letting this horse get used. I want a horse, before I ever try to get in a saddle, I want him to think that saddle's part of him. I want him to totally ignore that saddle. I want him, when these stirrups pop, good boy. I know, I'm going to come up here and pop this stirrup. I want him to know when that thing pops, good boy, we're good boy, he's a good buddy. He knows to follow me because he doesn't get pressure. Good boy, I know. So he's going to go ahead and walk off. He's going to step on that rope. Good, that's what I wanted. That's somebody be like,